Something I don't hear people talking about that often is the different levels of participation when you're in a band. And a lot of times this boils down to like how much you know, how much you could be doing in the band, and also how much else you got going on, how much time you're able to dedicate. I promise I'm not crying, it's just fucking cold out and my nose is kind of running, don't pay attention. And I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're like only kind of casually committed and it's just a hobby to you, and that's most of what it is, and you're just don't have the time to dedicate, and you just don't really see like the band being more than just playing and writing songs, which I feel like a lot of people do feel like that is what being in a band is, but it's so much more than that if you're trying to make the band as successful as possible. Like, I've been spending a lot of time thinking about marketing and how we can increase our reach to audiences outside of just our city, and so, you know, how we can establish a presence online that communicates what we're all about. And I've like dedicated time to do that. Like, I think it's totally okay, not everyone is doing that, and some people are in this like DIY culture. Some people are like in 5 bands, and while I think it is doable for them because a lot of those people are excellent musicians, it doesn't allocate a lot of time for them to take as much part in fleshing out the band otherwise. I don't know if I said this before, but a lot of those other things are just like thinking about like ways we can improve on our marketing online and elsewhere, and fleshing out a cohesive vision for the band so that it communicates to the public what we're like actually about. Trying to book like special shows in the upcoming year. I'm trying to really work on like delegating a lot better, because I don't need to be doing all these things, and sometimes people are willing to do stuff and I just like don't even think about asking. And, you know, uploading all the music online, making sure all of our art is updated on all of these sites where we're hosting the music, and all of our social media platforms. There's just a lot that comes with it that people like don't fully realize, and not everyone thinks that that stuff is important, or like even realizes that those things could benefit their band. But I try to focus on the ones that bring the band the most value first, because ultimately I think that's a logical hierarchy. I'm not perfect either. Like, a lot of the stuff I'm doing, you know, I'm not putting out there because I know that it's like the best thing to do. I'm just like trying stuff a lot of the time, because I fully believe that sitting on your ass and not doing anything until you put out something perfect is a way worse strategy to learn and grow than just making mistakes and moving on.